What's going on, guys? Welcome back into the channel. In today's video here, we are joined back in the Pittsburgh Steelers franchise. We will be taking on the Cincinnati Bengals, who are the first team and only team so far this season to have given us a loss. We're going to be traveling to Cincinnati to take them on in this week's game. We're going to be seeing what can happen against this team this week, if we can get some revenge against them, or if they're going to come out and play lights out like they did the first time around. Now, we are in week 13, and we are sitting at the top of the division with only one loss, so things are looking pretty good for us on the season, but this is the team that has given us the best competition so far out of anybody on the schedule, so I'm curious to see how we'll perform against them. Joe Burrow and the boys walking onto the field here. Nice all-black uniforms. I'm loving their uniforms this season. Joe Burrow, I think, is looking ready to bounce back and get another win. Now, they're not looking too great on the season. I think they only have 4 wins. They're 4-6 or something like that, which is honestly not great. And, you know, this team, not the best team in the world. They started at around a similar overall here to our Steelers team. This is a team that I think can do a lot of work in real life and might surprise some people because they have a lot of pieces in place to do well, and I think that they have a coach that, you know, has a lot of potential and can take this team places. But again, they're sitting at 4-6, so they're kind of out of the conversation right now, and this is a game that we have to win. We have to come in here and secure this victory against the Bengals, but, you know, they've given us a fight every time we've played them, so let's see it. We will be opening up today's game with the ball on offense. You guys can see that we finally have the superstar trait revealed for Najee Harris. So Najee Harris does have his superstar ability, and that's hopefully going to benefit us. I don't love that throw. Claypool tries to go out for it with a hand, but very nice coverage by the Bengals. Looks like the Bengals are coming out ready to play. They came out in a run-stopping formation. And they came out in a position to stop what we were giving them there. Let's go ahead and just audible to the verticals here because I think Freiermuth might be able to get open. He does not, and we're just going to have to throw this one away. 2 incomplete passes here to start off 3rd and 10 situation, so not looking fantastic here on our opening drive. I think the Bengals are just kind of, they know how to match up against us. Good screenplay. Can we get a block? We do. And I think Harris gets enough for the first down. He does. They're going to give us the first down. Beautiful effort by Harris. Good acceleration. Follows his one block. Wish we could have got some more blocks there because we probably could have got that ball a little bit more upfield, but I'll take it. Let's go ahead and give him the ball on the ground here. He's going to pick up a couple for us and start getting this ball rolling forward. 39-yard line. I don't know that I love this call, but they're probably gonna stack the box against us, and we're gonna have to live with it. You know, we're gonna have to fight against that, and we're probably gonna have to get them out of the box. And maybe that's why they did so well against us in the first matchup, is simply because, you know, we came out ready to run the football, and they came out ready to stop it, and we didn't do enough to get them out of the box. A solid completion there to the sideline. A little bit of an inaccurate pass draws Juju back away from the line to gain, so that's going to be a turnover of possession here. We're going to go ahead and have to punt it to them early within the first quarter. And this may be an indicator of how this game is going to go for us today. So Joe Burrow misses his target. You guys can see here we're bringing a blitz. We force the early throw. He just kind of underthrows this ball, and Joe Hayden should come down with it, but he tips it up, and the receiver is going to go ahead and go grab that. I believe that's Tyler Boyd, if I'm not mistaken, that wears 85. Oh, no, sorry, that's T. Higgins. T. Higgins is going to go up and get that ball after the tip, and they're going to take this ball all the way down to past the 50-yard line. So I think that might be an indication of how this game is going to go today. Hopefully we can come up with some turnovers or anything to just, you know, keep the momentum in our favor. Nice run up the middle there by Mixon, picks up about 3. Joe Mixon doing pretty well for himself on the season, 804 yards, 9 touchdowns. I'm happy to see that he is actually rushing well, just from a Madden perspective, because that's something that I feel like doesn't happen very often. I feel like they kind of struggle to get mixed into play like himself. Ooh, tried to get a good hit there. Solid tackle by Schobert. Going to bring up a third down situation, so always good to force a third down. We're going to go ahead and press everybody and indicate pass. And we're going to try to rush off the edge with Ingram. See if we can't get a speed rush going. It's a screen, and that'll be forced incomplete. So, two turnovers of possession here one for each team so far today. So, better drive, I would say, for the Bengals than for us, clearly. Let that go out. What are you doing? What are you doing, McLeod? Let that go out of the end zone. I mean, sure, it might have had some backspin on it or something. Kudos to him for getting 12 yards on that return, but okay, 0-0. About half of the first quarter is gone, and I'll bring you guys in as the highlights happen. And again, not too often that we get highlights on special teams, but Presley Harvin with a beautiful punt here. But it's the play by Cam Sutton to come down and force the ball out. I don't know what this man is thinking. He decides not to fair catch this ball with two men bearing down on him. This is Phillips. And I think Phillips is the guy that has made us pay in the secondary, intercepting passes off of Ben Roethlisberger within the last game that we played against them. So Sutton comes down here, forces the fumble, and it's going to be Kerry Vincent Jr., the rookie cornerback out of LSU that we picked up as a practice squad rookie, that's going to take this back to the house and put points on the board for us and give us the 7-0 lead going into the second quarter here. And there is still some time left on the clock in the first quarter, but a fantastic play on special teams to set us up with an advantage. And shortly thereafter, Joe Burrow tosses one up but gets hit as he throws. Now, he has that man-on-man coverage here. He probably could have had a reception down the sideline if he doesn't get hit. He also has his man open coming across the field, and he's unable to get it here to Jamar Chase. Neither of these receivers really, in my opinion, the target here. I think it was probably the deep man over here on the right side that was the target, but the ball's going to come up short, and it's going to be tipped because their receiver isn't going to bring it in, and Minkah Fitzpatrick, the ultimate opportunist, is right there for the ball to fall into his hands, cuts off of the tackle, and gets upfield for a gain of like 5 yards after the interception. So another huge play by our defense / special teams, kind of group them together there, setting us up for success here in this game. Slowly marching down the field all the way to the 1 yard line here. We're going to try to punch it in. Benny Snell gets the ball, and Benny Snell punches that one into the end zone. Benny Snell has not seen a lot of action with this offense this year. We do try to get him involved as much as possible, and he makes he makes good on his short yardage attempts here when he gets them. He trucks a guy over and gets us into the end zone and gives us a 2-touchdown lead. Right as the first quarter is basically about to expire. We've now got a 2nd and 10 situation from the 41-yard line. Joe Burrow doing a good job marching his team downfield here, putting himself in a position to hopefully get some points on the board. They do make another completion down to the 34-yard line. 1 second left on the clock. That'll expire and take us to the second quarter. So, in position to hopefully, from the Bengals' perspective, put something on the board. You guys can see that they've had the advantage in terms of the amount of yardage, and they've been successfully moving the ball. They just need to capitalize on their opportunities. So, we'll see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3 and maybe march down and try to put a touchdown on the board. But we had the tackle in the backfield and couldn't get it. Nice broken tackle there. Puka Williams Jr., I believe, is the running back in the backfield because Joe Mixon went out with an injury. We have yet to see the extent of that one, but I have a feeling that I kind of jinxed him I was saying that, he was having such a nice season, which is kind of odd for him within Madden, and a nice hit there by Devin Bush, but also a nice catch and a nice job to hang on to that ball. They're now down to the 19-yard line. They keep moving. But the point being that their top running back is out of the game. That could be a good thing. That could be a bad thing, because it looks like Puka Williams is, or whatever his name is looking ready, looking fresh, looking like he's gonna put the ball on the ground and gain some yardage. So, he's got his opportunity, and we'll see what he can do with it. Nice tackle by Melvin Ingram. Should bring up a 3rd and 5. We're going to go ahead and sit back in coverage and see what Joe Burrow can do. As long as we don't let up something into the end zone, I'm okay with what we've done here so far. Short little pass. He finds the completion to his tight end, takes them to the 14-yard line, and gives them a new set of downs. Cameron Brate, the tight end, in on the reception that time. He's got nobody open. Tries to toss one up. Almost comes down with the reception in the back of the end zone, or near the back of the end zone. But he's not going to be able to do it. Let's go ahead. I want to flip this play because I want TJ Watt to be rushing off of the edge. It looks like they're probably going to run. They do run it up the middle. Nice job by Edmonds coming up to fill that hole, and Stephon Tuitt closing down the gap. 3rd and 8 from the 12-yard line. Alex Highsmith coming off the edge, does a good job, and gets the sack! And it's going to be a half sack. They're going to give Alex Highsmith credit for a half a sack, I believe, but great speed rush off the edge. That's the first burst of positive energy or positive play, I think, that I've seen all season out of Alex Highsmith, and that's something that I've been waiting to see. I want to know if he can take over that role on that side of the ball. Basically, I'm trying to determine whether I need to re-sign Melvin Ingram or not. And to this point, we haven't seen much out of Highsmith, but credit to him. He gets in there on a very crucial 3rd down situation, makes the play, and we almost blocked the field goal. They are going to put it on the board. Troy Apke comes up very close off of the edge. So good series there by the defense to keep them out of the end zone. Good series there by Alex Highsmith whenever he gets his playing time to make something happen, because that's what I've been asking out of him, and we finally got to see a little bit of it. And we're going to get the ball back here with about 6 minutes left in the second quarter. And here we have a very dangerous throw by Ben Roethlisberger. He looks to try to find his tall tight end open in one-on-one coverage. You would think that he might be able to come down with that one because of the height advantage, but it bounces off of his hands. He's unable to come down with it, and guess who makes us pay? It's this guy. I feel like it's every single time we play them. It's Phillips, number 23. I see him all over the field. He's giving Ben Roethlisberger nightmares. Goes up, gets this ball. We're unable to make the tackle, and he does a fantastic job of returning this ball. He takes it all the way down, but Kevin Dotson manages to get that shoestring tackle, tackles him at the 4-yard line. So we're going to be seeing a similar situation here on the goal line. The defense is going to be on the field very quickly yet again. So we have to see if the defense can stand up here and prevent a touchdown or prevent a score. Very quick flip of momentum, and not something that we were hoping to have happen, obviously. Joe Burrow tosses that one out of bounds as he was under pressure. Not too surprised there with that result. Let's go ahead, and I want to flip this one because I want TJ Watt coming off the edge. And a good run by the backup running back, although a nice tackle to prevent him from getting into the end zone. We're going to go ahead and call run up middle. I hope that we can stop it. We did end up with a wide receiver open, though. They did a good job of reacting and, to what we've been giving them on defense. They are going to put a touchdown on the board, so that's going to make this game 14-10, much closer than we expected it to be at this point. Troy Apke almost gets there again. Man, what is happening? Troy Apke has been a fantastic addition to this team, not only making plays on defense whenever he does get some opportunities, but also in the special teams game. I feel like our receivers have been dropping the ball quite a bit today. We're going to try to go to Deontay Johnson, who we have not targeted yet much. He's going to come up with a nice reception there. I might want to just keep sending the ball his way because he has had a basically surge in his performance for us. I feel like this has a good chance of getting open, so let's go ahead and run this play. We do have our man open, just come down with the possession catch. Freiermuth does bounce back with a nice reception there, and that'll set us up on the 35-yard line with a good opportunity. I think that they're spreading out the defense a little bit, so let's go ahead and hand the ball off and take advantage of the running room that they're giving us. And Najee Harris does a great job of just shooting that gap and getting us 9 yards. We're going to be up to the 26-yard line now with an opportunity to put some points on the board. Crucial for us to try to eat some clock here. We'll go ahead and run the power play. We do get some blocks. Harris gets us the first down, gets us 3 yards from the 23-yard line now. Great opportunity for us here. We just have to maintain possession of the football, and we should be all right. We're going to go ahead and target him in the back corner of the end zone. He does go up for the touchdown. A misplayed ball by none other than Phillips back there in the back corner of the end zone. Claypool does a great job of controlling his body, making an adjustment to the ball, and going up and getting this one. Let's go ahead and see this replay. Nice ball by Ben. Puts it where he needs to put it for his tall wide receiver to be able to go up and get it, and Phillips just doesn't play the ball. So good play there by the offense is going to result in another touchdown on the board, and we will take an 11-point lead. Wish we could have killed some more clock, but the Bengals will be getting the ball back here in a moment. Third and 19 following a Cam Hayward coverage sack is going to set up the Bengals with an opportunity here to basically give us the ball back with quite a bit of time left on the clock. We're going to use a timeout, minute 40 left on the clock. We're going to go ahead and return this punt and give ourselves quite a bit of time, like I said, to try to put some points on the board before half. I wouldn't mind at least getting a field goal on the board here, making it a 14-point lead. Ray McLeod back to return the football, finds a little bit of room and gets us up to the 40. So it should be no problem for us to get upfield and make a play to get into field goal range here. We'll see what happens, but I have faith in this offense. They've been moving pretty well outside of the one interception. So we're going to dump one off to Najee Harris just to get him some action. And he does a good job of getting us up across the 50-yard line. We're getting close to field goal territory. So looking good here. Let's go ahead and call our corners play. We might be able to get Juju Smith-Schuster or Deontay Johnson open in the corner. Good possession catch on the sideline and a very nice ball by Ben Roethlisberger. Placed it exactly where it needed to be. Deontay Johnson performing very well for us. So, I have to say thank you to those of you that told me, hey, hang on to Deontay Johnson. He has the potential to be one of the best on your team. Another aggressive catch for Claypool, and he gets another touchdown in the end zone. This trio of wide receivers is working out so well for this team, for me. I don't know if it's going to play out this way in real life because I think Claypool and Juju and probably Deontay have a little bit of egos, and if I'm spreading the ball around this much, they're going to be struggling to get the attention that they all probably feel like they deserve, and we might miss that field goal. Boswell does put it through. That will give us an 18-point lead here before half, but good work by these wide receivers to come down with the ball, to make some plays, and get us where we need to be. We now have full momentum, and I'm hoping we can carry that into the half. And if I'm being honest with you guys, I think momentum might be the biggest issue in Madden's gameplay right now. Like I like it, but whenever I have full momentum, I feel like it's way too easy to do things like this. So they get a nice little catch out here to the flat, and I come up with Minka, and I just hit stick him and easily force a fumble. And then we're going to pick up that fumble and gain a couple yards off of it. Luckily, they tackle Sutton, but that sets us up for another score right after what just happened. So I think momentum might work a little bit crazy this year in Madden, but, we're set up for another score here, so we're going to go ahead and take it to them and see what we can get done. I think Freiermuth might be open over here. especially if I just give him a high ball and he does come down with it and gets out of bounds. So down to the 12-yard line, we're looking to at least put a field goal on the board, but our passing game is rolling, so we're going to go ahead and continue to utilize it. Let's go ahead and we'll put Gentry on a slant, and I think Gentry might be able to get there. Bad ball by Roethlisberger, puts it a little bit too far in advance. We might be able to target Deontay Johnson to the back corner of the end zone here. And we do, and Deontay Johnson is the man there, and he's open. Breakdown in coverage. We are going to put another touchdown on the board, and this one is getting ugly in Cincinnati. We are now up by 25 points going into the half. And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for today's game. So we're going to come up with a very strong victory, 45-13, an absolute blowout of the Cincinnati Bengals in this one. Honestly, we might just need to be looking to make the sliders even harder now. Not too much more to say about it other than that. Dwayne Haskins got into the game. He did manage to throw a short touchdown after we got down to the goal line, and we got great performances all around. A couple of things to note is I think Deontay Johnson got injured in that game, so we'll have to see if that's an extended issue with him. But that does leave us a little bit thin at the wide receiver position. But that'll do it for today's game and today's video. If you guys enjoyed the game, enjoyed the highlights, make sure you leave a like on the video and comment down below, as well as subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'll see you in the next one, and I hope you all have a good one.